Welcome back, guys. Welcome Ripan back and welcome Mohan sir. Ripan, we got a tremendous response for the last episode. In fact, lot of questions by a lot of photographers on my personal messages about Ripan. Guys, before I start today's session, there are a couple of interesting stories Ripan wanted to share about the insect world. But if you really wanted to learn the tricks of macro photography, Ripan conducts a lot of workshops. Okay, and Ripan's Facebook ID is Ripan B2, right, Ripan?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Ripan
So
B2.
Ripan B2. So please follow Ripan on his Facebook. You can write it to them, and Ripan keep on announcing his workshops on Macro World on his Facebook. So please join him, and he is an amazing photographer. And believe me, guys, amazing teacher. I mean, not only in his genre of teaching in schools, but he's amazing teacher in the field. In fact, I had a privilege to work with Ripan in the field. So please, guys, don't forget to join him for his workshops. I hope last 1 year, 1.5 years, we're not able to do any field workshops because of the COVID thing and all. But the moment it's open, please do join Ripan. So Ripan, without further delay, I wanted to hear more and more stories about insect world. The session is all yours. Welcome.
And Ripan, please don't forget me. I would like to join one of your
It's my pleasure, sir. It's
workshop.
my pleasure.
Yeah. So Ripan, you can.
So I'm also in Insta, and my Insta ID is same as the Facebook. It's Ripan B2. You can also follow me in Insta.
Yeah, I'm going to put all the links in the description, guys, so you can up and check them. So Ripan is all yours. You can start sharing your screen.
This week we are going to talk about the spiders. I
Great.
know a spider is the most highlighted subject macro photography, na? So everyone who have started macro photography, they just wanted to take a picture, take a portrait, take a close-up of spiders.
Yeah.
So as a teacher in photography, I just want to say to the newcomers, don't go for just a portrait.
Mhm.
You can do a lot better work with spider. You want to show the whole world the different stories about different stories of the life of the spider. Like this one. This is a jumping spider. Actually, it was seated on its eggs. Can you see those eggs?
Yes.
The whitish patch just below of the spider is the egg.
Okay.
Is the eggs of the spider. Actually, mother spider guard all his eggs from the predator.
Mhm.
So I took this picture in a garden near to my house, and I went there after 21 days, and I found this. This is the same spider
Wow.
which was guarding its eggs. Now all the babies have come out. You can see the spider babies all around.
Wow.
And the mother spider waited there and protected the eggs for 21 days, maybe more. But I just watched them for 21 days.
It's
The
amazing.
babies have come out, and the spider was still there, and it was protecting those kids. So as a mother, a spider is very responsible mother. Some lay egg in the surface of different leaves and protect them. But some spider, they carry all the leg and the babies on their back. This is a full spider. We can see a bag-like structure at abdomen. The structure is known as egg sac.
Okay.
So the spider, mainly the female spider, made an egg sac with the silk and put all their eggs into the egg sac. After hatching, when the baby spider come out, they leave the egg sac, and they come to the back of the spider. In this picture, we can see the baby spiders are on the back of this old spider. This is a clear picture. of the babies which are occupied on the back of the spider. So the mother spider carries all along the babies wherever she goes until the babies are mature enough to kill for themselves.
Oh. In fact, the
So
same
they,
kind of behavior, Ripan, even some
Mhm.
scorpions also they do it, right?
Yes,
They
yes, yes.
try
So
to
they
keep on
exhibit
their
some kind of behavior.
yes.
But in some species of scorpion, the mother scorpion actually give up their life for the offspring.
Oh,
Actually, the offspring just eat the body of the mother in
oh,
some species of scorpion.
Wow.
oh,
So they go one step further.
that's incredible, man.
Actually, insects are because they are small, no, not charismatic like a tiger and other big mammals. So scientists and photographers know very less about them.
Very true. Very
So
true.
there is much to be discovered about this small bird. So this is a very big scope for the photographers who want to start macro photography,
Mhm.
because you have to do many things. You have to discover many things in the field of macro photography, in their habitat,
Right.
in their habit. This is one newly discovered spider. This is a jumping spider, belong to the Neobritus family, Neobritus species probably.
Okay.
So this spider is described from India, and I am very fortunate to be the first photographer who actually taken a picture of this spider.
Wow.
Again, congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
2016.
Hmm.
I took a picture of the spider, but that time I didn't know that it is a new species. It is an undiscovered species. In 2016, I didn't know. In 2017, it got described
Wow.
by two Indian scientists.
Mhm.
I contacted them and they told me that probably your picture is the first photographic record of this species.
Super.
So this is there is an interesting story about this spider.
Mhm.
This Neobrata spider, actually, the spider is sitting on some eggs. Actually, the spider is sucking the juice from an egg.
Oh.
Actually, it eats egg.
Mhm.
The spider is an egg eater spider.
Mhm.
Whenever it got chance, it goes to another's another's nest and eat the eggs from that nest. Not only eggs, a spider also eat some harmful insects.
Mhm.
Like in this picture, the Neobrata spider actually eating a mosquito.
Mm.
So a spider in your house is very good,
Very true.
because ये जो spider है ना वो mosquito and other harmful insect को वो खा जाता है. They
Same.
keep our house clean.
Yes.
So this is an fish eating spider.
Yeah. Another award,
I
right, Ripan?
Yes, 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 yes. I got Sanctuary Award in 2016 for this picture.
Congratulations again.
Actually, this is a very rare species of spider.
Mhm.
Actually, this spider stays around any water body,
Mhm.
and they actually hunt and kill fish.
Okay. So Ripan, regarding this particular shot, ये आपने anticipate किया था कि आज मेरे को इसी पे काम करना है when he actually grabs a fish and how it happened, I mean.
Actually, it took one full year to get me this picture.
Oh.
In 2015, when I was photographing some insect near to my home, I found a spider which was sitting on a yellow lily leaf.
Mhm.
Actually, it was munching on something. It was eating something which is a smaller ball-like in shape.
Mhm.
So I was not sure what was that food. So after taking a picture, and when I saw that picture in my computer, so it seems it could be a fish
Oh.
that the spider eating. but I have to wait and search for 1 year to get this shot.
Amazing, man.
Next year, around the same time, I got this shot.
Wow.
When a spider is actually just hunted down a fish and it was eating this.
Oh. Incredible. Incredible.
So spending your time in the field is the most important thing. If you want to, if you want to, if you want to, if you want to take some rare image, if you want to show the world some rare moments of insects' life and any other animal's life, you must stay in the field. Now over to mangrove. This picture I took from Sundarban.
Wow, that's a jungle cat, right?
Sundarbans. Jungle cat, right?
Yeah.
Most of the photographers go to Sundarban to take pictures of big cat, the tiger.
Right.
Because getting a good picture of tiger from Sundarban is not an easy.
True.
It's not an easy job. So, tiger, if I didn't get any tiger, what should I do? I spend my time with other lesser charismatic animals like this one, this jungle cat. Actually, the jungle cat was just coming out from the dense forest to the river. And that time I took this picture.
Yeah, it's a very special image because very difficult to get them in the daytime, you know. So you're very lucky.
Right. Yes, I was lucky. And the most beautiful part of this picture, it is the eye contact.
Yes, and the
The
level.
eye contact of the sketch and the level, yes.
And the level. You're absolutely shooting at an eye level, you know. That's a beautiful.
Eye level. From a laser cat to a laser fauna of this is a fiddler crab. This is a red fiddler crab. Actually, fiddler crab plays a vital role for the mangroves.
Right.
Actually, for the water level and the brackish water, the soil of mangrove is very intense. The fiddler crab actually they dig into the soil and they just aerate the soil.
So Ripan,
this is very important for the health of the mangrove.
Yeah. So Ripan, especially for Sundarbans, when you're shooting this kind of macro, it is very difficult to get down or go close to the subject. Okay. Unlike
Actually, in the tiger reserve, in the area of tiger reserve, we cannot get down from the boat.
True. So what's your go-to lens? What's your go-to lens in this kind of situation?
Yes, I will tell that. I took this picture in a village in the Sundarban. The village is not in the tiger reserve.
Right.
It's a nearby village where you can get down from the boat and walk on the ground.
Okay.
I took this picture. This is a yellow fiddler crab. It is just entering or getting out of its burrow, of its hole.
Right.
So I used Laowa 24mm probe lens and wide-angle macro lens for this particular shot. This one also is a picture of yellow fiddler crab. In this picture, we can see the habitat of this type of crabs and the view, what they see.
Absolutely.
I want to see with their eyes.
True.
That is why I get low. I just I was laying down on the mud and my whole body was muddy. And I took this shot.
I can imagine because right now I'm working in a place called Bhitarkanika, and it's difficult to take this shot because they are so shy, they are so sensitive. A slight movement and then immediately go. Yes.
Right. I have to wait 30 to 40 minutes, motionless, still, and after that they come out from their holes.
Beautiful.
If they sense any kind of motion, they just vanish into their holes. They're very sensitive to humans.
Beautiful image.
For macro photography, your body movement is the biggest issue. For any kind of subject, like ants, like spiders, like frogs and snakes, your body movement is the vital issue.
True.
Don't move. You have to be still in front of your subject.
Very true.
This is a red fiddler crab. The previous one is yellow. This one is red. And even you, and if you sit calm in a mud bank in the mangrove, you can actually hear them working.
Oh,
Actually, when they dug out the soil, they make some clitoris sound.
yes.
If the atmosphere is silent and you keep still, you can hear they're working around. The sound is magical. The total feeling is magical.
I must appreciate your courage, Ripan. You're not scared of crocodiles, the saltwater crocodiles?
It's a fortune to be beaten by a crocodile.
Man, this is.
Actually, they are very uncommon. Not uncommon, they are very rare.
Mhm.
You cannot get a crocodile here and there.
Yeah. Because the where I am working in Bitarkanika, it is so dangerous because my guide doesn't allow me to go near to the creeks because they are everywhere there. You know. So
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
and I
But I
heard,
was working outside of the tiger reserve,
but
in a
even
village. That's
Sundarbans
why
is,
that,
yeah, but even Sundarbans is known for the saltwater crocodiles, right?
no.
They're not there.
Saltwater crocodiles, yes. There are some saltwater crocodiles in Sundarban. But most of the time they stay in big rivers,
Ah, okay.
in big creeks. This one is a crab, probably a mud crab, and a snail. Actually, when the tide water rises, the ground get under the water,
Hmm.
and the crabs and other the snails, they climb the tree
Right.
to get rid of that brackish water. So after the water recede in low tide, they come out of the tree and go to the mud to collect their food. So every time the tide brings new food for them, and every time when the tide comes, they go up to the
Mhm.
trees. So the life of a mangrove is very much dependent on the tide,
Wow.
from crab to a fish. This is actually a fish
Mud skipper.
known as mudskipper. The
Yes.
specialty of this fish can survive in land,
Hmm.
not for much time. They can work, they can survive in the land. Even they can fight with each other.
Yes.
So there is two mudskipper which are fighting with each other, probably for the territory.
Yes.
They are very funny.
Yes. In fact, recently I've been
Look at
shooting
the
them. Yeah. I had a fun experience shooting them this time in Bhitarkanika.
actually in their mating season, the spots in their body got brighter colors in their breeding seasons.
Absolutely. In fact, I'm working for last 6 months, and only in the month of
Mhm.
March, I can start seeing that colors on their body. Till that time, I mean, there are
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
no colors. It was almost colorless, brown color. But now I think this is
Actually,
the time where they start developing those colors. Yes.
March and April is the breeding time for them.
Yes.
And that time they got very aggressive. They are very possessive with their land, with their
Yes.
territory.
Very true.
They cannot intrude any other male to their territory.
Yes.
This time they fight every 5 or 10 minutes. They are fighting with each other.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Very
From mangrove to the world of frogs.
true.
This is an Indian bullfrog. This is the biggest frog found in India. And it even can eat a snake.
Yes.
A bullfrog can easily eat a small sized snake.
Yes.
It's so ferocious and powerful. Their mandible is very powerful. This is a frontal portrait of a frog who is croaking. You can see the two vocal sac coming out from their chin. Actually, in the breeding season, they produced a sound known as croaking
Mhm.
to attract female.
Right.
So this one is croaking to attract female. So this is the reward.
Yeah, Ripan, one question. When you see the bullfrog, this
Mhm.
kind of blue vocal sacs and that yellow color, it is not, it is very, it is there for a very short time, right? Or it is there
Actually,
throughout the season?
for 1 and 2 hours only.
Oh,
The color takes 1 and 2 hours. Actually, the color, the color of the skin, and also the color of the vocal sac. You can see
mhm.
this vocal sac is paler,
Right,
and
right.
this is more. So their process of mating depends on the color, on
Mm,
their body color and the color of vocal sac.
right.
So the most colorful, maybe the most beautiful, most handsome male,
Mm.
and most ladies will be attracted to them. And the color stays for very short time, probably for 2 and 3 hours. After the time after the I took this picture in morning,
Mhm.
in 12 or 1 o'clock, the color already faded, already
Oh,
started to fade.
true, because I wanted to shoot them for a couple of years now, but then I'm not finding the right time or the right location to get that particular, that vibrant colors. You see them, but then you don't see these
Actually,
kind of colors. Yes.
this is the time. Actually, March, April, May. It is the time for their mating.
Hmm.
And this total incident, they come out, they croak, and they mate. It actually lasts for 4 to 5 hours
Oh, okay.
for one single day when the rain starts.
Hmm.
So getting them is very difficult.
True.
This is the prize. They all do this croaking for getting a perfect female.
Hmm.
But their mating is not very peaceful. Sometimes another jealous male come into this scenario,
Hmm.
and that jealous male start to fight.
Yeah.
So for a successful mating, they have to find a calm place, and they have to hide themselves under the water.
Oh, this is
In this
beautiful.
picture, we can see a successful male
Hmm.
was mating with a female under the water. Just their head and eyes are over the water.
Beautiful image.
So for this, my camera was almost touching the water level, and my body was totally underwater.
Yeah, yeah, that I can visualize that. I can imagine that. How difficult this
So
shot is. Yeah.
to get this series, I had to wait 4 or 5 hours. Most of the time, I was totally underwater. My total body was underwater, my head and two hands, and the camera was mounted in a tripod. It was just above the water level.
You're crazy, man.
Another frog, but this frog is not big as the bullfrog. This is a very tiny frog,
Yes.
and it can be found in very small patches of South India,
Hmm.
mainly Western Ghat.
Right.
I took this picture in Amboli,
Hmm.
and this frog is known as dancing frog
Yes.
because of this.
Beautiful.
Actually, for attracting females and to ward off other males, they actually move their legs into a synchronized order. So if you are seeing this, so you can see, you can mistake these frogs as they are dancing. They're dancing their leg. In scientific term, this behavior is known as foot flagging.
Good flagging. Yes.
And this is why they got their name, dancing frogs. They are very beautiful, and their call is so sweet.
Yes.
I took this picture, anti-light. You
Mhm.
can see the bouquet, that was the shimmer of water, shimmer of light falling into the water. And to light it, I used a flash.
Beautiful.
These frogs are also very shy of humans.
Mhm.
If they sense any movement, they will stop calling, they will stop flagging. So after spotting this, I had to lay on the water for 30 to 40 minutes motionlessly. After that, it became free, and it became familiar with me, and it started to call and started flagging its legs.
Can you please share the exhibit detail of this image, please?
This
Yes.
one, probably taken in f8.
Okay.
Shutter speed was 100 or 125,
Mhm.
and I fired a flash here.
Right.
I was using Nikon D500 with Tamron 90 macro lens.
Yeah, especially for this kind of subjects, the DX body comes very handy because actually you can shoot from slight more distance, and you got a
Right,
better
right,
depth also.
absolutely right, absolutely right. And the sensor of the D500 is very sharp.
Yes.
It's very sharp because it doesn't have the anti-aliasing filter.
Yeah, and the most beautiful thing about D500 is the tilt screen. You can actually
Right,
keep the camera low. You can just take the screen up, and then your life becomes very easy that way.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
So this is the price of this foot flagging.
Mhm.
So this is a mating scene of a dancing frog.
Mhm.
I took this picture with Nikon 1855 kit lens
Wow.
reversed.
River, huh? Okay.
Right, without a flash. This time, one of my friend was holding a torch,
Okay.
and the torch was holding to the light was on it, and I took this picture without a flash.
Super.
This is not mating. The previous picture is of mating,
Mhm.
but this picture is not of mating. We can see two different type of frogs here.
Yes, in fact, a
Not
bull
frog. One
toad
is
and
frog
frog.
and other one is toad.
Yes.
The smaller one is toad.
Mhm.
The bigger one is frog. Actually, a full-grown bullfrog is very big and very strong. It actually eats anything, whatever it gets. In this picture, we can see a bullfrog was eating a common Indian toad,
Right.
which is weaker and smaller than this.
Right.
So at first, I thought, did this tussle between these two, this
Mhm.
war between those two, won't last 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay.
The bullfrog easily can eat that toad. But after watching some time,
Mhm.
I found the toad has some secret weapons, and
Mhm.
the toad used some secret weapons against this frog. Number one is, this toad was inflating his body.
Okay.
When they feel threat, they just intake air and inflate its body. So the size of the body of this toad, it's becoming bigger,
Yes.
bigger and bigger. So at a certain time, it was very difficult for this frog to hold the body of this toad in its mouth.
Mhm.
So it grew larger. So it grew so larger that some part of the mouth of this frog got teared, and we
Mhm.
can see some blood is oozing out from the mouth of this frog.
Right.
But the toad the toad had another weapon, which was more deadly than this. The weapon was poison.
Mm.
If we see closely in this picture, we can see some whitish substance just behind the eyes of the toad.
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes, Ripan.
That whitish substance is poison.
Oh.
Actually, a toad can produce poison from its parotid gland, just behind its eyes.
Yeah.
So after some time, it started to produce those poison, and the frog didn't had any answer to this poison. Ultimately, he have to give up.
Oh.
And this is the victorious toad. Can you see the red spot on its back?
Yeah, that's probably the biting from the frog, right?
That's
Yeah.
that is the blood.
Hmm.
Actually, when it grew bigger into the mouth of the frog, the mouth of the frog was tearing up from the side,
Oh.
and blood was from the mouth of the frog.
Oh.
Actually, the blood tint in the back of this toad, actually it is the blood of the frog.
Frog. Okay. Incredible, man. Incredible. Very, very, very short this sequence. Location?
It's near to my home, Coach Behar.
Okay.
So this is a firefly,
Okay.
a close-up of a firefly, and we can see how it produces the light. Closely see the body part, the abdomen part. Can you see the green light emerging out from the last two segments of its abdomen?
Yes.
This is the place where it can produce that light. And the light is known as bioluminescence.
Oh.
It's a chemical process. Due to this chemical process, they can produce this light. They produce the light for signaling other fireflies, mainly for mating purpose. It is the actually the light is their language. So this is a firefly with the trails of light.
Okay.
I took this picture with Nikon D750 with Laowa 15mm wide angle macro lens. And it's a slow shutter speed. I use 6 second time for this picture.
Okay. And did you fire flash at the end? Because
yes. First cut flash.
Oh.
This is a long exposure of the firefly. Actually, it was 2 or 3 fireflies were sitting on a leaf, and they were moving into some pattern.
Okay.
So I tried to capture the pattern. So this is a long exposure, and you can see the movement of the firefly.
Yes. Again, it's a wide angle lens. What do you use here?
Yes, the same lens.
Okay.
Laowa 15mm.
Super.
So I was telling that the light they emit is to signal the other fireflies. The light is their language.
Yeah.
For this thing. For impress a female.
Oh.
And after impressing, they mate and lay their eggs in the ground. I took this picture with my probe lens, Laowa 24mm.
Okay.
That is also an wide angle macro lens.
Okay.
So this was the end of the slide.
Okay. Ripan, one question on the fireflies. When they actually started glowing, as the night falls, and how long that show lasts?
They started producing light after the sunset.
Okay. And do they do it the whole night?
And it goes for the night.
Okay.
Probably I photographed them for 2 or 3 hours. After that, the frequency of light it becomes lesser.
So what is the
best?
So what is the best time according to you? What is the time zone where that intensity of the light is the best?
after the sunset.
Immediately after sunset, you mean to say? I mean, probably from 7 o'clock or 6
Immediately
o'clock.
after sunset.
Yeah. In the northeast,
Yes,
slightly
yes,
earlier,
yes.
maybe 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock kind of thing, right?
Right.
Perfect.
So in this picture, you can see the bluish patch. Actually, I took this picture in the blue hour.
Oh, okay, right,
The patch is from the blue sky.
right.
It's just after the sunset.
Beautiful, beautiful image. Ripan, I mean, always that question comes here. How did you focus it, man? That's a secret, man. But thanks to your...
Most of the time, I took this picture in manual focus.
Okay,
It is basically an trial and error method.
true.
99% of the pictures I took in this method,
Okay.
but eventually got deleted.
In fact, I was trying this year. One thing I observed in the Western Ghats, where I live, we started seeing in the month of April, May. But this time in Orissa, I shot them in the month of March because as the flowering happens on a jamun tree and a mango tree, you see a lot of fireflies on them. So this time, in fact, I had a chance to shoot a startrel with the fireflies, and it's a beautiful, beautiful. It's fun to shoot them. So
Right.
yeah. So Ripan, in fact, again, thank you so much, man. 2 consecutive weeks. I think you're really, pour us with lot of knowledge on the insect world. Now, I wish I could come to Kuch Vihar and I spend some time with you, man. But definitely sooner I'll
So you both are welcome, sir. You both are welcome anytime. Come here.
Sure. So yeah, Mohan sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you both for giving me this platform. You are the icons in this field.
No,
You are the icons in this field. Learned photography after seeing your pictures.
Yeah,
so actually, I'm very proud to share it with you.
Ripan, we'll work together. Many more trips together. In fact, I had an opportunity, guys, to work.
Definitely.
And Mohan sir last February in Kanha. And hope to see you, Ripan, soon once this COVID things have over, because I wanted to explore the Northeast. So Mohan sir, let us pray that we'll go to Northeast very soon and work in the field.
So
yeah.
Thank you so much, Ripan. You are a great inspiration to a lot of photographers, and a lot of people are looking forward to learning from you. Thanks for coming and sharing your knowledge and your images here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So guys, please do follow Ripan.
Thank you.
Please do follow Ripan on his social media, especially on Facebook, Insta. Ripan is very active. Join his workshop as soon as the things open up. And please do subscribe, share, and please do not forget to share these beautiful 2 episodes of Ripan this week and last week. If you want to really get your hands on a macro photography. Okay. So thanks, Ripan, and see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Thanks, Mohan sir. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.